Assalamu alaikum. I'm Farwa. My course is about post-harvest technology, which is assigned to Dr. Bushra Niaz. My topic of presentation is post-harvest effect, disease on produce and treatment to extend the quality of fruits and vegetables. Now start with introduction of fruits and vegetables. Fruits are those portions of plant which have seeds. They are mature ovaries of plant. They are generally acidic or sugary in nature. Vegetables are part of plants consumed by human or other animal foods. The total cultivation of fruits in Pakistan is about 875,000 hectares and vegetable production is about 5.4 million tons. So basically post-harvesting is reducing the level of weight loss after harvesting of fruits and vegetables, maintaining their quality for final consumer. Now I have to discuss about post-harvesting treatment. The basic aim of post-harvesting treatment is to deal with the protection of crops, enhance quality, and according to FAO, the production and consumption of fruits and vegetables is about 1.245 trillion per average. But there is also losses occur during the handling, processing, and retail at consumer level. So there is a 40% of food loss that is occur at retail and consumer level, and 40% also losses at processing level. 45% loss occur at wastage level of the root of fruits and vegetables. Different kind of treatments are used to extend the quality of produce that are very important. The diagram shows the objective about the post-harvest network, which is important in production of the crops. Different treatments are used, but here is discussed about methyl cyclopropane treatment that is used to extend the quality of produce, especially the fresh produce. Methyl cyclopropane is basically used as synthetic plant growth regulator. It is structurally related to natural plant hormone ethylene and is commercially used to slow down the ripening of fruits and vegetables and help to maintain the freshness of cut flower. Methyl cyclopropane is also used as inhibitor for several plants, and it also reduces autocatalytic ethylene production. So basically formulation of methyl cyclopropane is important in the production of crops. It has several characteristics, but the result is rapid approval by regulatory authority around the world. It's a gaseous molecule that binds with ethylene receptors and inhibits its allelic action. More than 40 countries got the approval for the use of 1 MCP by regulatory bodies. Methyl cyclopropane also used to extend the quality of fresh produce, and it also delays the ripening, which means that it maintains the texture, firmness, taste, and appearance. And ethylene control packaging system is also used in different produce, especially for bananas. It is also used with cut flowers and foliage plants and provide a longer harvesting periods for growth, optimum color, size, and firmness. The flexibility and consistency to distributors, ripeness, retailers, and consumers to handle and purchase is also important at ripening stage. So post-harvest losses and maintain the texture, firmness, taste, and appearance of fruits is mostly the main important function of methyl cyclopropane. It maintains time and temperature duration, which has strong effect on color, appearance, eating quality. Hot water treatment is another method that is used for the production of fruits and vegetable crops. It is a method to control post-harvest disease and also used for the effective control of appearance, eating quality, and color. Hot water treatment is mostly used to control post-harvest disease, and the specific temperature at which pathogens germination or mycelia growth is completely inactivated is mostly occur into this process. The basic aim of this method is to maintain specific temperature, and during this process, growth of pathogens is completely inactivated. That point is also known as thermal inactivation point, that is used to control fruits and vegetables decay. Purpose of this treatment is effective for fungal pathogen control, post-harvest dips to control decay. For this method, HTST, high temperature for short time method, is used, that is used to kill the insect pest control. Time and temperature ranges for this method is basically used 50 to 60 degree for 10 minutes. Hot water dips method is also used, in which 90 minutes for 46 degrees Celsius is used. Heated solution of sulfur dioxide, ethanol or sodium carbonate is used to control the green mold. So basic function of sulfur dioxide and ethanol is to control green mold. Hot water spray machine is also technology that is also used in hot water treatment. In this process, brush rollers are used that are important for pressurizing and the speed point. Brush rollers pressurize spray of hot water, high temperature of the 50 to 70 degrees Celsius for 10 to 20 seconds is applied. And it is more efficient heat transfer medium for produce. Another method for treatment is vapor heat treatment. This method is especially for heating of the fruit with air saturated with vapors. Temperatures used is 40 to 50 degrees Celsius, that is used to kill insect eggs and larvae in quarantine. Vapor heat was developed specially for insect control. Purpose of this method is basically to control the pathogenic microorganisms. But method of this treatment, in this process, air is used to increase temperature. By latent heat of vaporization is released to condense the vapor. After the treatment applied, the fresh produced of crop is cooled. Treatment is done at the 38 degrees Celsius for 8 hours. Hydrocooling is also done in this process to prevent the decay. Steam heating is a moist hot air treatment that also uses the water to close at 100 degrees Celsius for 2 to 3 seconds. It is basically used in this treatment to control post-harvest decay development. Hydrocooling process is also most used for carrot crop, and vapor heat treatment mostly used for mango crops because they are effective. So controlled atmosphere role in extending quality is used to for the concentration of oxygen carbon dioxide that is regulated with temperature. They are important because both dry commodities and fresh commodities can be stored. So controlled atmosphere technique is also used to extend the quality. It's an other method or treatment that is used in produce. Oxygen concentration level is most important, and carbon dioxide concentration level, to prevent the crop from decay. So basically the oxygen concentration is reduced to below 1 kilopascal to inhibit the growth of pathogens. Anaerobic respiration started at concentration in almost citrus cultivators. Citrus fruit does not respond well to controlled atmosphere storage. So the green color retention mostly that is occur into the lime, which is also prevented by the controlled atmosphere storage. Different kinds of commodities here are present in these tables, which have the temperature and concentration of oxygen and carbon dioxide at desired level. So there is start from avocado, lemon, lime, olive, oranges, parmesan and pomegranate. Their temperature ranges starts from 2 degrees Celsius to 15 degrees Celsius, and the oxygen and carbon dioxide concentration basically starts from 2 to 15 kilopascal. They have different ranges, more than or less than. Let's discuss about avocado. Its temperature range is 5 to 13 degrees Celsius, but its oxygen range concentration range is 2 to 5, and carbon dioxide range is 3 to 10. So on, all the commodities have different ranges of concentration. Another technique mostly used for is that modified atmosphere. It consists of respiring that produced in polymeric film. Gaseous environment is actively or passively changed throughout the process. It slows to respiration, reduce moisture loss, almost it decays or extend the shelf life of product. Modified atmosphere techniques mostly provides low oxygen, high carbon dioxide, and also maintain the desired atmospheric temperature in this process. Waxing coating and nitric oxide packaging is also used in this method to prevent from the water loss into the fresh commodities. In food, oxygen is readily available for lipid oxidation reaction. Oxygen scavengers may also be used to reduce drowning because of the lipid oxidation. Different fruits and vegetables under modified atmospheres are discussed about, like low-cut fruits. It could usually be stored at 5 degrees Celsius for 2 months. And different other fruits are also discussed here, like low-cut fruit or other. Their packaging material is also important because the extension cord or for storage life and subsequent shelf life of the fruits been preventing shriveling and maintaining acceptable internal quality parameters. So during storage, carbon dioxide concentration within package range from zero point 0.3 to 1.2 kilopascal and carbon dioxide range from 20 kilopascal. In cold storage, it is 2 degrees Celsius and shelf life conditions. So other citrus fruits have also zero point 0.01 millimeter thick film of high density polyethylene that inhibited development. Coffee fruits blemish such as red blotch of lemon, mechanical damage and chilling injury of grapefruits. Decay of citrus fruits depends more on storage temperature than one type of packaging. So different kinds of fruits are also treated in modified atmosphere storage. So it's mostly used as the packaging technique because it is very important. The range of carbon dioxide and oxygen concentration is important. So in here is about to discuss freezing, chilling, and heat injury effect on the quality of fruits and vegetables. Freezing injury effect on the quality of produce. Like freezing injuries basically affect the small part of plant tissue. It reduces the yield. Ice formation occur in plant and plant tissues which cause problems. We can prevent it and extend the quality and shelf life of produce by covers used for the crops. We can use the stakes to keep materials, especially plastics, from touching foliage. Remove the coverings when temperature is rise so that tilt or prevent decay is also prevented. Short cold period of injury like low planting can also be covered with mulch or other material like straw or leaf used for coverings to prevent the decay. Chilling injury is another point. It about the damage of plant parts and temperature of this process about above the freezing point 0 degrees Celsius. Chilling dense leaves may also produce purple or reddish colors, and this injury exposed to temperature below the 54-degree Fahrenheit. Its prevention can also be occurred. Different methods are used to increase the quality and shelf life. High or low temperature conditioning can also be maintained. If we used intermittent warming or controlled atmosphere packaging systems, it can also extend the quality and shelf life of the fresh produce or fruits and vegetables. Growth regulators and other chemicals are used for this purpose. For packaging material, we can use waxing and coating to reduce the risk. So the third point is the heat injury. Scalding and scorching of leaves and stems occurs. Sunburns of the fruits and stem mostly occur which cause the decay. Leaf drop and rapid leaf of death occur. Reduction of growth, major sign of water loss which leads to heat damage. So their prevention can also done by irrigation of the crops properly, which cause the evaporation to protect the seed beds. Basically, maintenance of temperature is very important so that we can prevent from heat injury of the produce. Shading is an effective method of protect seedlings from heat injury. So these are all the treatments or methods that are used or injuries which cause the problems in the produce to extend the quality or shelf life of the produce. Here is about the disease which are caused during the post harvesting by specific organism in fruits and vegetables. So basically, losses of post harvest occur at handling and it causes the disease. Losses due to post harvest disease are affected by different kinds of factors. These factors are mostly three types: post harvest environment, maturity and ripeness, and post harvest hygiene. As we know that post harvest environment is related to temperature. If we don't have temperature balance, it causes a decay or cause a crop disease. Relative humidity and atmospheric composition is also important. Here is about the tables of different crops which cause the disease and pathogens like apple and pear, which has disease of blue mold. It is caused by the pathogens Penicillium expansum or Fusarium roseum. Banana, its disease is basically crown rot, which is caused by specific kind of pathogen Fusarium roseum. Mango and papaya, its disease is anthracnose and it is caused by Chloractium glucosporides. Different post-harvest diseases of vegetables and their causes organisms also discussed. There are some vegetables like tomato, brinjal, cauliflower, and cabbage. Their disease are about the tomato disease is gray mold or rot. It is caused by Rhizopus stomatifer or Botrytis cinerea. Brinjal, its disease is fruit rot, and it is caused by Forma destructive and Fompis vexans. Cauliflower disease is about fuzziness and riciness, and cabbage is pepper spot. So, as we can say that different kinds of the produce are affected during the post-harvest process, and it is caused different kind of disease by specific pathogens, which are some of our discussed here. And the causes basically occurs the post-harvest disease destroy 10 to 30% of total crop yield. In perishable crops, its loss is 30%. Post-harvest disease develop on plant produce. During harvesting, grading, and packaging, the loss also occur. During transportation from market to consumer, losses also occur, while in possession of consumer until the actual consumption. We can prevent this process by assessing maturity, maintain water quality, maintain time and temperature, avoid injury by using support and coverings, keep produce cool. Proper packaging and storage conditions are very important. So these are the about presentation topic which shows the different method treatments disease are controlled in produced. First I discussed about the treatments. Different kind of treatments are used that are very important. If we not use these kind of technologies, we may cause a decay and it also affected a heavy loss on our economy. And their causes also needs to be understandable. If we don't know their causes, their disease by the pathogens, we cannot find the treatments, and it also affects our crops, and it also affects to our economy and may leads to the food hunger. So it is very important to understand all these points and to maintain and do research and discover the different treatments that are very important to extend the quality shelf life of the produce. And it is about all my presentation. Thank you.